Have you ever just sat in a group completely silent, even though inside you're burning to say something? Your thoughts are racing, your ideas are brilliant, your jokes are hilarious, but somehow your voice just disappears. Why does this happen? Why do we feel both completely visible and completely invisible at the same time, as if we're fading into thin air? Here's the thing. It's not just shyness. It's not just your personality. It's not some "that's just who you are" thing. It's something that's been wired into us over decades, all the way back to childhood. When you were silenced, interrupted, judged, or ignored, your brain learned one thing. Speaking up is risky. And every time you open your mouth, a little voice in the back of your mind whispers, "Careful, you might get rejected." If you've ever felt this way, it means your brain remembers those childhood lessons better than your conscious mind ever could. Let's break down what's really going on. Fear of speaking up in a group isn't just shyness. It's that weird, frustrating feeling when your mind is ready to go, but your body and your voice just won't cooperate. You know exactly what you want to say, but instead of words, all that comes out is tension and awkwardness. Your brain treats every social situation like a test. Will I be judged, criticized, rejected? The curious thing is, it doesn't happen all the time. With some people, you talk freely. With others, it's like your tongue is glued to the roof of your mouth. That's the clue. The problem isn't who you are. It's how your brain reacts to potential threats. Every moment of silence isn't weakness. It's a defense mechanism, one that once helped you survive. And it's that same mechanism that trains you to stay quiet in a group, to linger in the shadows, even when all you want is to be heard. Here's the thing. All this fear of speaking in a group is no accident. It starts much earlier, back in childhood. And most often, it's small but powerful moments that the brain remembers forever. For example, when your parents interrupted you or said, "Be quiet, don't ask stupid questions." Or a teacher in class would smirk and say, "You don't understand again? Sit quietly." Your peers laughed at your joke, called you names for saying something strange or inappropriate. Maybe you were ignored on the playground when you tried to join in a game and no one spoke to you. Even a small reaction, a look of discontent, a heavy sigh, the phrase "don't interrupt," is stored by the brain in one big file. Speaking is dangerous. And here's the key point. It is this program that controls you today. It's not your laziness or your shyness. It's an old, unconscious pattern that says it's better to be quiet, otherwise something bad will happen. And when you find yourself in company, your brain automatically activates this signal. Your heart beats faster, your voice hides, and you feel tension, even if you want to speak inside. And here's where it gets really interesting. That pattern from childhood doesn't just disappear. It changes shape, showing up in your adult life in ways you might not even notice. At work, you hesitate to share an idea in a meeting, even when it could be important. With friends, you stay quiet when you want to crack a joke or tell a story, just to avoid looking silly. In relationships, you keep your thoughts to yourself because deep down, you're expecting judgment or rejection. Even when no one is actually criticizing you, your brain runs the old program: anxiety, tension in your body, tightness in your voice. And here's the kicker. This whole pattern feels natural, like it's just your personality, like that's just who I am. But it's not. It's an echo from your past, deciding for you what's safe and what isn't. So if you've ever caught yourself staying silent when you really wanted to speak up, know this: it's not random. It's childhood still writing the rules for you today. So now we know where the fear of speaking comes from: childhood, old patterns, triggers. But what can we actually do about it? First, recognize the pattern. Just notice it. My body is tense. This anxiety is an echo of the past. Simply noticing it already takes some of the fear's power away. Second, take small steps. Don't jump straight into speaking at a meeting with 20 people. Start with one person, a short sentence, or a little joke.
Every tiny step is like a workout for your brain, helping it rewrite the old program. Third, use your environment. Pick safe spaces to practice. Friends, supportive groups, workshops. Your brain starts learning words are not dangerous. Fourth, rehearse internally. Say your thoughts out loud at home, in front of a mirror, or record yourself. This helps your brain get used to the sound of your own voice. Most people wait for magical inspiration or confidence, but the real secret is consistent, repeated action. Your brain doesn't change from motivation, it changes from practice.
Here's a real-life example. Oprah Winfrey. Today, she's one of the most confident and influential women on the planet, with millions of people hanging on her every word. But when she was just starting out, every appearance on camera was a nightmare. Her heart would race, her hands would shake, her thoughts would get completely tangled. She was terrified her words would sound ridiculous, absurd, that she'd be judged. Pure, raw fear of speaking in public, the same fear many of us know all too well. So what did she do? She started small, rehearsed in front of a mirror, told short stories to friends, slowly, gradually expanded her audience. She turned fear into a habit of practice. Today, Oprah is the very symbol of confidence and charisma. If she could turn trembling fear into strength, so can your brain. It's capable of rewriting old patterns, too.
So here's the bottom line. The fear of speaking isn't you. It's an echo from childhood, a set of old patterns. But those patterns can be rewritten. Small steps, consistent practice, a safe environment, and your brain learns speaking is safe. And here's the question that changes everything. If you can rewrite your past, why not start right now?